Seriously? Hey guys, and welcome to another video with me, 6+ Stevo. And in this one we're going to be talking about the Ork Deff Dread, and where it's come from and where it is now. And the reason for that is, as you'll see on the picture on the screen now, very recently, about a week or just over a week ago, on the Games Workshop 40k Facebook page, they released this picture showing the Ork Dreadnought, which later became the Deff Dread, from its first model all the way up to the current model we have now. And I got a little bit excited when I saw this, that GW was starting to talk about orcs, and other people obviously thought the same thing, because I see in the comments section people are asking, does this mean we've got a new Deff Dread on the way, maybe with the new codex? I'm not ruling that out completely. It's certainly a possibility, but their response was effectively well, no, really. But it doesn't necessarily mean we won't get one. Yes, I don't know if we will get a new one or not. I wouldn't put my money on it. The current kit is really good. There's loads of options there, loads of customization, conversion options. It's a fantastic kit, and I don't see a need for it to be done, but you never know. They may update it and bring us something new. But let's have a look back anyway. As you can see at the top of the page, you've got the original one, the metal Ork Dreadnought in 1988 for Rogue Trader, and it hasn't aged very well. It's got a charm to it, like a lot of the Rogue Trader stuff has. Very early stuff. It looks tiny, it looks really small. You probably could get away with using one of those as a killer can now. It'd probably make quite a cool killer can actually, but the detail and stuff back then, you know, isn't of the standard it is now, but a cool little kit for the time. Then in 1993 we got a very special one, the cardboard Ork Dreadnought. Some of the younger listeners will be wondering what on earth I'm talking about. This was in 2nd edition. When you bought the 2nd edition box game, it came with Blood Angels. I think it was Blood Angels, anyway, I'm pretty sure. It was Space Marines, definitely. And Orcs. And in the set you got loads of Orc boys, and tons of grots. And a cardboard, just a flat piece of cardboard with a picture of a dreadnought, an Ork Dreadnought on it, and a little stand that you stuck it to. Sort of think like some of the board games and stuff for the playing pieces you get. Yeah, it really was like that. Now I don't know if that was a cost cutting exercise just to save money, and they didn't want to, you know, include the full kit in there, or whether it just wasn't ready in time for the kit. My view is it probably was a cost cutting exercise and it was just a stand-in. But yeah, there you go, there was the cardboard Dreadnought. I've seen that some people are still selling these on eBay. They go for a few quid, so if anyone's eager to get one of them in their Ork army, get yourself onto eBay. They are still available. And then a year later, 1994, they got the updated Metal Ork Dreadnought, which was basically the cardboard version, made in glorious 3 dimensions. And it was a cool kit. And what I like actually about these older Dreadnoughts, as they were called then, is that they were, lore-wise, they weren't like the Deff Dreads now, whereas currently in the lore, killer cans, Deff Dreads, the orcs are like, you know, wired into this thing, you know, surgically implanted into it. They are basically, you know, the orky version of a Space Marine Dreadnought. Although I don't think it's sort of like a Space Marine is wounded in battle and is such a great soldier that, you know, that he's entombed in this sarcophagus and lives to fight on for the glory of the Emperor. I don't think it's anything quite so noble with the orcs. I think an orc saves up enough teeth, he gets a big mech to implant him into one, or maybe they get it against their will. They just go in for a simple op, or a check-up with the Mad Doc, and wake up, wired into a Deff Dread or a Killer Can. So, but the older ones weren't like that. They were little sort of cockpits that a grot or a orc would sit inside, and he'd have his little levers and handles and triggers and stuff, and sit in there and actually pilot this thing, which I don't know which I prefer really. Both are kind of cool, and both are very orky. For older viewers, you might remember the film Labyrinth, and I remember a scene on that where there's this little goblin driving this huge, great sort of metal robot thing guarding the gates, and when they rip open their head, they see this little goblin sitting in his cockpit, grasping on these levers, and it was quite cool. So I kind of like them old ones for that. It's quite cool. Then in 1999 we got the metal Ork Dreadnought again, an updated one again with the new lore. Now there's not a hatch with like an orc head poking out or anything. He's wired into this thing, and I still think that's a cool kit. I don't have one, but I would quite like to get one of the old metal Ork Dreadnoughts actually, because I think you put that with the new ones, I think they would go quite well. And it's good that in an Ork army all the stuff looks a little different as well. It doesn't look too uniform. So I would quite like to get one of those actually for my army, because I think they still hold up quite well and are quite cool. And then in 2010 we get the awesome kit that we have today. And of all the stuff in my Ork collection, the Deff Dread is one of my favourites actually. I just think it looks so cool. You've got quite a lot of options on the kit. You've got options of different heads and face plates and accessories you can stick on it. You've got some brutal looking close combat arms. The Dread Claws, it comes with drills and saws and claws and spikes and all sorts of good stuff. You've got your Scorcher option, you've got your rocket launcher option, big shooters. So you've got a lot of good stuff going on there. It's a cool kit and a cool looking model, and I would like some more of them. So if GW does release a new one, don't hold your breath, but if they do release a new one, I'd most likely get one, add it to my army. I would love to get more cans, more Deff Dreads. I would really like to go for a good Dread mob. But yeah, there you go guys. Anyway, but it is good to see, it's great to see GW talking about orcs, even if it's only little snippets here and there. It shows that they haven't forgotten about us, and there's hopefully some good stuff coming. But anyway guys, what's your thoughts on the Ork Deff Dread and or Dreadnought, and did you have any of these? Going back over these, do you still have any of these? Post in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. The thumbs up and the comments really do help. And if you want to be notified of any more videos by me, please hit that bell button. Anyway guys, just a short one today. This is 6+ Stevo, signing out.